Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time you are at. We are in the mid-evening at the moment. Dorsey's in the TV screen. I'm sat here, and we are back with another episode of The Real Wrestling Show. And we are The Real Wrestling Show for what we believe to be The Real Wrestling Show, which is A-E-W. I did that backwards, but there we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of the ages 15, we howdy ring people, the greatest smoking, and champions of the world.
Not smoking.
We got
The bald bastard Biggs, who needs to have his head shaved. We've also got
the Tom Dorsey, and together we make it The Real Wrestling Show.
Dash Bloggy-O, and we are back with episode 16-something. And what we do on here is we do a rundown of Rampage, a rundown of Dynamite, the opposite way round, obviously, because they come in out of order, and we do a little chat on wrestling rumours. And we're going to kick it off with a special episode of Fyterfest Night 2, or Day 2, I would say Night 2 really, of Dynamite, which was an incredible beatdown for an opening match. And that was from Brody King to Darby. Not to be confused with Brody Lee, which obviously Jim Ross has to mistake him for Brody Lee, because that's what he does. So kicking it off, front drop kick by Darby. Darby dive caught, thrown into the guardrail, was nice by who's his opponent? Brody. That looked cool. Darby lifted up onto the post and choked. That looked cool as well. One thing I will note though is when he dropped down, his wrist looked as though it was like locked into a weird position as he fell. So hopefully he hadn't banged his elbow up. Brody then gets pushed into the post. Big clothesline by Brody. Big chop by Brody. Second senton. Brody does a couple of sentons. The first one he does when he's laying on his stomach. Second one he does on his back. It was a heavy landing. Huge chop in the corner by Brody. That made a hell of a cracking noise. Darby crossbody just bounces off Brody. That looked wicked. Darby swung into the posts. Nope. Swung by his pants and thrown into the ropes. That looked sick. Again, Darby launched into the guardrail 2 times. Huge elbow by Brody. Darby thrown out of the ring. Darby elbowed out of the ring. That looked wicked, that one did. Another huge senton by Brody. Darby chopped out of the ring. And I put a little side note there. So many huge chops in this match. There was fucking loads of them. Darby straps Brody's legs and then pulls him out of the ring. That looked pretty cool. Cannonball dive by Darby. That looked good. Chops while Darby's in the Tree of Woe. That looked good as well. Brody misses a cannonball in the corner. Code red by Darby. Seat submission by Darby, when he's like kind of sat on his back and he's got his arms up, wrenching him forward. That's pretty.
Skinny submission.
Say again.
Skinny submission.
Yeah, it's something Deeb does, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rear naked by Darby. Cannonball with Darby on his back for the reversal. That was nice by Brody. Darby exposed the turnbuckle and smashes Brody's neck onto it. That's cool. Never seen that before. Hang choke to Darby, but obviously he can't get choked out because it's a rope break. Darby then is out on the outside, gets the 9 count. Gonzo Bomb was absolutely fucking brutal to Darby. That was the finish of the match. Absolutely sick match. Hell of a fucking beatdown Darby took.
Yeah.
Brody wins, Darby man of the match.
3.
Darby was wicked. I had big numbers on this one.
Okay.
A 1 and a 4. 14.
Okay.
Was it? And that was Brody versus Darby, yeah?
Yeah.
No, I've written little stars and circles around all the ones that I thought were incredible. Like, it's like some of them were just like, it was my reactions like, oh, fucking hell. It was those that I picked up on. Like, so yeah, sick match. After the match, Brody chokes Darby. Sting comes out. Goes for the Scorpion Deathlock. Lights go out. When the lights go back on, Sting's there facing with Malachi Black. Brody chokes Sting. Black mist hits Brody in the face pretty much. It's all over his face. No reaction, no. Miro comes out. One glass. Wearing a pair of glasses. One lens is black. One lens is orange.
Yeah.
To hint that he's gone all Julia Hart. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was quite interesting that he came out at the end. Probably the most interesting thing he's done in a while. And he didn't even do anything. He just came out like with a pair of glasses on. Whoever wrote that, pretty good. So yeah, great match. 14 and 5.
Yeah, man. Good opener. That fire opener we've been missing the last few weeks.
Yeah, I suppose to this level, yeah. But they have been pretty good openers.
Next up, we had Shaboni interviewing Cole Carter, interrupted by Starks and Hobbs.
Puts a shark hat on Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
It was an okay promo.
Next up, we had Best Friends versus Yuga Wheeler and
Nice rub for Yuta.
yeah. Orange and William Regal on commentary.
Orange Cassidy's one comment, pretty good.
Yeah.
You can interject anytime you want. Okay.
Nice backdrop suplex by Trent. Chuck. Wrestling treatment.
Okay.
Chuck. Russian Trent. No. Chuck was restricting Trent. You know, saying, "Oh, lay off Yuta," and then Yuta takes a cheap shot and it takes advantage, and then Chuck's like, "Boy, I ain't having that."
Yeah.
And then throws him around the guardrails or around on the outside. A weak Soul Food Have and Have combo on Yuta by the Best Friends. They didn't quite nail it the way they normally do.
Yeah.
Olympic Slam by Yuta. Then the upside for Mox. Mox launches Chuck over the timekeeper's table. Mox hits a cutter on the counter, which is beast. Does go well when they come off the top rope. Beastie awful waffle on Mox. Fair play, that fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, look brutal.
Pile driver by Trent, then Chuck gets 2.
2 pile drivers.
That's what I mean. Pile driver by Trent, then one by Chuck gets 2.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Miss German by Yuta. Crunchy by Trent. I think this is one of the submission moves. They call it Crunchy.
At that point, mate, I wrote everybody's dead, Dave.
Guillotine by Yuta. Mox bigger ball on the outside. Suplex in the corner by Chuck. Seatbelt pin by Yuta. Yuta and Mox win. I went with Yuta, man.
I went with Chucky T, man of the match. Chucky T goes for the awful waffle. Yuta counters it into the seatbelt pin. Sick. I had quite a low moment in this. I had 3.
Oh.
Not as high as 14. I like that. Yeah, brilliant match this one, I felt.
Yeah.
When William Regal was talking about, "Hey, Mr. Orange," and he was going on about, like, you know, I don't know whatever. I thought he was talking about Taz. I completely didn't even see Orange Cassidy on commentary at first. Just didn't pay attention, like. So I genuinely thought that he was talking about Taz, like, and I was like, "Oh, that'll be a good rivalry build." And I was like speculating in my head and all sorts, like. And then when I watched it back, I was like, "Oh, so he's talking about Orange Cassidy." Oh yeah. Fucking, like, obviously Team Taz is orange, isn't it?
Yeah.
But anyway, he digresses. Next up, we had a promo. Claudio and Gresham build hype. Love the fact that they have the ROH footage of Claudio.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they've got archived stuff, old school. It's good. That's good because a lot of the best wrestlers come through ROH.
The best of the best that wrestle in ROH, mate. You name it, at the top levels,
they've been through them, like, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. I like that, man. And then we had a shark in a suit on commentary dancing around that didn't turn out to be anybody. I was a bit disappointed with that.
You mean Eddie Kingston grab a Jericho or something?
Yeah. Yeah, something. Do you know what I mean? Something, somebody. But no.
It's the only thing like I said to you, bro, like, bothered me, mate. Sometimes it's reminding me of WCW. That should mean I'm just waiting for Sting to have Robocop in partner again.
Well, let's
Rick
not.
Steiner to have a match against Chucky.
Let's hope not. Let's hope it's more something more up to date, like iRobot.
Next up, we have Tony and Swerve. Keep in-ring promo interrupted by Sterling and Nice.
Cake and wine.
Tries to get Kevin Gates, this multi-platinum pop artist that I've never heard of,
Not me.
to sign the petition to get rid of Swerve. Gates comes up the rails in space. He's like, "Nah, he's signing that shit over there." And then there's some cake celebrating tag team championships. No reason.
Yeah, look good. The punch. The punch looked good.
What, in the wall?
No, the rapper, the critically acclaimed rapper guy, not Max Caster, Kevin Gates. The punch looked good. Cake thrown in Mark's face. Entertaining. Very entertaining, I felt. The whole bit was quite entertaining. Kept me captivated anyway. And that's the important thing, like, do you know what I mean? Like, as a viewer, you want to watch it like, oh yeah, okay, this is different. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's going to happen here? Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that got me. And next up, we had Tony Schiavone backstage with John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and Butcher and the Blade. I thought this was quite funny. Dark Order give Butcher and Blade t-shirts that say Butch on it. And then Alex Reynolds goes to give Blade one that says Butch on it as well. Doesn't say Blade, says Butch. Butcher and Blade attack. Hangman comes in and makes a save. Alex Reynolds is injured. Potentially.
Yeah.
So yeah. Then we had I don't know why Varsity Blondes are still doing the gimmick.
Because the contract ends in 2 months and you're signing them back up, so what's the point of changing again?
So they can go on to the indies and do something different and be known for it before they leave.
Start off on the indies with something different.
Yeah, well, they should start off just before that. But anyway, we're going to go into a match which is Christian Cage and Luchasaurus versus Varsity Blondes in what we like to call on this show a squash match. Headbutt by Luchasaurus to Pillman early on, rolling elbows by Griff, super kick by Pillman as a double team, chokeslam onto the other one by Luchasaurus. I'm not sure who got chokeslammed onto who. I didn't even write the finish of the match. I think Christian made the pin, didn't he?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, yes or no?
Pillman onto Griff. Then he took Sam's Griff onto Pillman. And then Christian tags in after the joke Sam and just pinned him.
Hey, you make the pin, Dave. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, Christian just makes the pin and he don't do anything. You don't do the Impridia.
The kill switch.
The kill switch. That's the end of the match. Luchasaurus man of the match because pretty much that's the only person who did anything. After the match, Jungle Boy returns, down with a chair. Luchasaurus joins him. Cage spits a lot in anger, then runs away. He did a kind of Kenny Omega angry on BTE. You were watching it at the time when Colt Cabana comes in and he starts freaking out about Colt Cabana. He starts spitting everywhere when he's talking. Yeah, that's what Cage started doing. He started like proper spitting everywhere when he was angry. It was good. But yeah, he runs away like a pussy. And I haven't seen this week's Dynamite, but I know bits and pieces of it, so we won't go into that too much. So yeah, moving. moving on.
Next up, I like the way they did it though. Because they kind of, at first everyone's like, well, why is Lucian George going Christian?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And it wasn't obvious when like Lucian jumped onto the front and went, go on then.
Yeah. The way he stepped aside as well was just, it was good. Nice one motion, not making too much about it. Do you know what I mean? Just literally sidestepping, job done. You know, so that was cool. But anyway, next up we had the promo, Lexi Nair with the Ass Clan. Why did you decline the Acclaimed? Billy Gunn says, yo, listen. Which I popped. I laughed at that. Austin challenges a rap battle on Rampage, which was semi-entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But it's JR come out.
The Brazilian remix.
No, that's what happens. It's all the, I can't do snares and other noise. I'm not a beatboxer, man. Bit of reggae JR there. Raggedy. Ragtime. Anyway, let's move on. Go for it, bro.
The Cole Carter versus the Rookie Stacks for the FTW final.
Rookie Stacks? I like that.
Huh?
Rookie Stacks. Someone should do that as a gimmick.
Cole Carter's AEW debut.
No,
That's what commentary said.
I don't care what commentary said. He was on AEW before he signed with WWE.
Okay.
So it must have been his 2022 debut.
Okay.
But I will interject one thing just before you start doing your notes. I believe when he was there early on, I'm sure we were like, that kid's pretty good.
Yeah. 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 So, riding crossbody by Carter was nice. Modified old school by Stacks. TKO by Carter. Goes for the full 50 with Stacks. Evades and spear. Stacks wins. Stacks man of the match.
Starks man of the match. I liked where Starks whipped the back of Carter's head for the pose. When he went. Like, I thought that was pretty cool. He should do that more often. Kneel down next to him, whip his arm across, slapping him on the back of the head, and then go in. It suited him, like. There was something else as well. Nope. You got it, bro. Good job, buddy. You got the job. Starks man of the match. Boring. Not much happened. Should have been on Dark or Elevation.
Yeah, one moment.
And there's 0. Sorry for the dead air, people. We're just waiting on Dorsey to finish his segment, and we will move on to the next part.
Ricky gets a promo after the match saying that I feel like another challenger. I'm feeling good. Out comes Danielson.
It felt like it was going to be a match, though, didn't it? It felt like he was calling for another wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danhausen accepts the challenge. Decides to go, yeah, next week we'll go.
Yeah, like a pussy. For the Team Taz title.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I'll be out in the next week. Then we got Cohen, the staff, Willow, and Athena. Basically writing out Jade and the baddies.
Let's bash some baddies, aka the Scabs.
Gary.
There was more in the crowd this week as well. Amber Nova was in there. And there was another one as well that I recognised. She's been on AEW quite regular, but I can't remember who she is. But anyway, next up, we had a promo in ring. Tony Schiavone. And it was FTR, 2 out of 3 falls, Briscoes. Dax talks about his daughter. Very powerful shit.
Yeah.
Some very powerful shit, fair play. Caught me like, I'm going to fight like an 8-year-old girl.
Mm.
And he did his utmost to not laugh when he said that line.
Yeah.
Because I think the actual story that he told about his daughter, you know, the way he told it and everything like that, I think that he thought that when he said, I'm going to fight like an 8-year-old girl, he thought the crowd were going to pop. He thought the crowd were going to, like, you know, giggle pop sort of thing, like, but keep the tone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the fact that they didn't, the crowd, like, there may have been a couple, but it wasn't like a massive, like, laughter or anything. Everybody took it seriously, like, oh, fair play. How can you make I'm going to fight like an 8-year-old girl sound manly as fuck? Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. And he had that little chuckle to himself. You know, like, oh, alright, they didn't react back, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I quite like that, man. It proper touched me, that. It made some really powerful shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, big up Dax, man. And big up FDR, I gotta be fair. I know I said last week, you were like, oh, FDR are the top tag team, like, do you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know. They're in like the top 10, but absolutely in the top 3 at the moment, mate. It's like, I'm not going to go into who else is, you know, the greatest tag team, because there are lots.
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm waiting for that one thing that FTR do. Do you know what I mean? So, but anyway, let's move on. Yeah, so FTR versus the Briscoes on the ROH pay-per-view, 2 out of 3 falls. That has now passed. It shouldn't have. This blog should have dropped before that, but it hasn't. But there we are. Shit, life happens. So let's move on. Next promo. Do you need the sat nav, bro? To find your segment? The sat nav.
Yeah, it was shooting for sat-nav that with Lexi interrupted by Stevie challenges for a match at Rapping.
Yeah, which the promo I was like, oh, okay. You know, I know CD can go, I know Jay Lethal can go, I know they've had previous matches. Should be a pretty good spectacle, like.
Yeah.
It didn't disappoint. But at the same time, it didn't inspire either. But we'll talk about that match in a mo. But next up, we had Jade and Kira Hogan with Jermaine Dupri, which I recognise the name, but I'm still not too familiar with.
You know why you recognise the name? Because he did something, he said something. Oh, Jermaine Dupri, boom, 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 boom. It's the M&M tune. He's this thing. Hey, cannabis, and cannabis. We're up for cannabis.
I was on that, is it? Well, even so, if he's getting talked about by Eminem, or maybe back in the day, but if he's getting talked about by Eminem, it's always good to have somebody that's got something of value and linkage to some heritage, do you know what I mean? Like, alongside Jade, fuck Jade. Yeah, anyway, they're versing Athena and Willow Nightingale. Not to be confused with Willow Hardy. Which, let's hope Jeff Hardy makes her way back. Willow. Anyway, yeah, double flipping neck breaker. No. Double flip neck breaker off apron by Willow. Oh yeah, she jumps off and takes both of them out on the outside. That was one of my moments. Athena crossbody to the outside, looked good. Pump handled flip slam by Jade, looked good. Spinning DDT by Hogan, looked good. Dodgy looking DVD by Athena. Not dangerous, just looked sluggish. It was like she placed her down. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't look great. Spinebuster by Willow gets 2 count. That looked good. It's not often you see women doing spinebusters. Fall away by Jade looked real good. Knee slam thing by Athena looked harsh as fuck. Terrible apron bomb by Athena. Hathaway interrupts. Athena booted into the steps. And then a titty buster finish by Jade. Do you have any moments? Any more bits that I missed?
No.
Winners of the match, Jade and Hogan. And my man of the match was Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale. I had 1 moment.
I had 2. And the moments were neckbreaker flip off the apron and the knee slam thing by Athena. They looked harsh, but I don't know what that was. I just noted it down. Was there anything after the match? No, there was nothing. But yeah, I'm not sure what Jade's finish is called. It's called, in my head, the Titty Buster finishing thing. What is it?
Officially.
Oh, so it's not far off the Titty Buster. So yeah, the Titty Buster finish of that match. Very slow match. Almost like some of them are not really trained wrestlers. But anyway, let's move on. I will kick off the next bit so Dozy can do the main event. Time for. So it was a promo. Backstage, Tony and Thunder Rosa interrupted by Britain Hater. Don't know what the fuck they say. Say something about some Japanese bird who is Miya Yamashita. This promo was fucking shit. Just saying. So yeah. And then what? Go on.
Which was a barbed wire death match.
No. Barbed wire everywhere match.
Barbed wire everywhere death match.
It's important.
Just in a shark cage again, very school shit that he's living.
Jericho appreciation sausages.
Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. Soho controls the cage straight away. Why isn't he fighting the cage? I see what's happening here.
Yeah, I didn't cotton on that early on. I've just cottoned onto that now. Well said, sir. Well said.
Eddie gouges. Eddie bashes Mike and smashes Jericho there. Gouges Jericho with barbed wire, bursts him open. Kingston shoves Jericho on the table. But,
What?
Smashes him with a barbed wire knife.
Barbed wire everywhere match.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Where did all your notes come before that?
Jericho hammered into the barbed rope, then nailed with a barbed wire chair. Jericho Frankensteiner onto the barbed wire chair. The barbed wire table, sorry. Back-to-back suplex on Eddie onto the barbed table. Then the Boston Crab in the barbed wire.
That was sick. Love that.
No, actually, I'll give that one the Walls of Jericho because I do the real Walls of Jericho and barbed wire.
Yeah, well, it was like a Boston Crab. When he was turning him over, it was a Walls of Jericho, and then he was obviously not anymore because he turned him over.
Yeah. Back-to-back suplex on Eddie onto the barbed table in the Boston Crab. Jericho gets jam-bagged on the top rope. On the barbed top rope.
Yeah.
Superplex off the apron to the outside through barbed table.
Stop. 2 seconds. When Jericho gets when he gets like whatever you called it on the top of the
Jam-bag.
yeah. Just before that, he had cut his leg. He bladed his leg.
What?
I don't know. But then he passed whatever he cut himself with to the referee. Yet again, another fucking... Early on as well, you could see Jericho blade. Fucking dreadful, mate.
Five then makes her appearance. Oh no, I didn't see that coming. It's on Ruby. Oh no, I didn't see that coming. Anna Jane pulls her on and nails Ruby. You're got Ty Ginny, right?
Oh no, didn't see that coming. Ruby into the post.
Ruby into the post. They release gas.
No. Say how it happened. Take on, he couldn't unlock the key, so they just climbed out to the sides. Oh, that was fucking ridiculous, man.
Ortiz, Claudio Mox, Yuta, make the same. Ortiz, Madball to Jericho, and Eddie hits in
Exploder.
Smash.
Explode.
Bad table in the corner.
Exploder suplex.
That's a win. A cold breaker on a bad chair lands on Jericho's face.
Breaks his nose.
Than-
Broke his nose.
Yeah, Yazzie.
Yeah.
Cold breaker there, yeah. Eddie counters the Lion Salt, throwing the bad wire chair back at Jericho in his face.
That was cool.
Then it's Oricon.
That's the one.
Eddie does the stretch clem, brings the wire. Not regular bad wire. Razor wire.
It wasn't. It was regular. They went, oh my god, is that razor wire? It wasn't. It was normal barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it looked cool, man. The way he wrapped it around his head and around his arm. That was cool.
Yeah, man. And then Sammy, again, never remembered the chest that was in the cage.
Didn't see that coming. I genuinely didn't see any of these things coming.
I didn't see that all the way. I was like, where is Ty? And then where is Sammy?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's shit.
Even when Ty came out, mate, I didn't even think, oh, where's Sammy? I was, that's shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, go on.
Chooses the back with the bad wire. Jericho wins. I went with Jericho man of the match.
I went Eddie Kingston man of the match. I felt like it was a shitty end to a good match.
Yeah.
I felt it just slowed right down. It was a bit shit that Sammy was there. I think it should have been Sammy out a little bit earlier. Not too much earlier, obviously, like, do you know what I mean? Because of all the shit that went on. But, like, something for it to make it look like Eddie was going to win again. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't. It just felt like, oh, yeah, Sammy come down. It's 2 against 1. That's how it finished. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's a good way to finish matches, I suppose. Like, but once again, it's like Eddie getting fucked over again in it. Like, do you know what I mean? Same old story. It would have been nicer to see him be like, oh, no, he's actually going to beat him. He's going to beat him. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, nope. Do you know what I mean? Jericho still wins. But, yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a good match. Nothing amazing, but it was a good match. It was a great match.
It was good to the beginning.
Huh?
It lived up to the game. It lived up to the beginning.
Yeah. But the reason I said that it's important to remember that it's a barbed wire everywhere match is it wasn't a barbed wire death match. The reason being is because there was barbed wire everywhere. There was barbed wire on the ring bell, there was barbed wire on the microphone, there was barbed wire on the tables, chairs. If there was ladders involved, I'm sure there would have been barbed wire on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, but there was barbed wire on lots and lots of stuff, right? So, which was, I know it sounds cheesy, like, oh, barbed wire everywhere match, but it's got a certain ring to it. Do you know what I mean? Like, and when you see barbed wire everywhere, it kind of makes it more important. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, over to you, buddy boy. How many moments?
Alright, I had 6. Yeah, we are.
Oh, one more. I had 7. 7. After the match, Eddie throws Jericho into a barbed wire frame for some reason. Question mark, question mark. Any ideas?
What?
After the match, Eddie Kingston just throws Jericho into that barbed wire bed.
Yeah.
Any idea why?
Is he Eddie Kingston?
Yeah, there is that about it, like, but it's like, why wasn't he used in the fucking match? Do you know what I mean? Like, why set up a frame like that, purposefully, on the ramp, then not use it, and then at the end just launch him in out of frustration? It's like, maybe next week it'll be like, oh, the reason I chucked him on here is because it didn't get fucking used, didn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, well, it didn't get used in the match, so we had to use it in the bat. Do you know what I mean? Were you swearing at me then, bro? You giving all that? I can see it. I can see you, bro. You're right there. You're right there. Anyway, I thought it was a great show. Overall,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
really good show. Really good show.
Well, like I said, I couldn't help but feel, an old school WCW fan. It was like a dark times in the WWE with the Shamrocks, Jermaine Dupri, the other rapper like every year, the
See,
Shaq.
I embraced it all. I did. I thought, well, it's actually pretty good. The fact that they're starting to get more stars onto the show, although they may be C, B, Z, whatever listers they are. Like Jermaine Dupri, I know of the name. Like, I'm not massively familiar with him, but I know of the name. I've never heard of Jackie the Gates or whatever his name was. Never heard of him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, but it's in America, it would be the case. But also, what you got to remember is with these celebrities and stuff like that, they do get certain partnership perks. Obviously, do you know what I mean? Like, that rapper is obviously gonna, from the UK fans, be like, oh, who's this guy then? Have a look at this stuff. Like, do you know what I mean? Promoting him, and vice versa. His fans get to check out AEW, because you know what it's like, mate. Hip hop, and wrestling, and what's the other one? There's another one that goes with it. Hip hop, like rapping, wrestling, skateboarding. They all kind of go together. Do you know what I mean? They're all that thing, like. So yeah, association. You seem tired. Let's move on, shall we? Let's move on to Rampage.
Yeah.
Rampage. Rah. Rah. Look at the fucking enthusiasm on that man right there. I watched Rampage in the half an hour that I was waiting for Dorsey that took an hour. So, good use of my time, because I watched it the first time and didn't note on it, and then I needed a note on it. My notes are shit. So, I will let you kick it off.
Don't you go?
No, go on. Probably the best match on the show.
It was John Silver and Hangman versus Brad and Butter.
Brad and Butter.
That's what I see when I see TV.
Bangers and bash. They impressed me in this match, though.
Always Bertope. Up the top row. Clothesline gets to the Hangman. Nice running uppercut coming off the ropes by Silver, which is the move that busts Blade wide open.
No, it wasn't.
Assisted buster by Bread and Butter. Then off the bomb by Blade.
That was good, that one. That looked good, that did.
Yeah. Silver sent onto the outside, onto Bread and Butter, was there. Driven by Silver into the buckshot by Hangman. Hangman and Silver win. Looked like a decent team. I won't Blade man of the match.
I won't Blade man of the match. I'm glad. He literally fucking owned it, did he?
Mm-hmm. Blade's been real good lately, I gotta be fair.
I gotta be fair, right? I didn't like him as a wrestler in Impact at all. Like, he really used to annoy me, the fact that it was like, at the time, there was a lot of wrestlers that should have been in his spot, like, and it, like, I was angry, but at the time, he looked lame as well, like, I mean, but now, he's fucking incredible, like, real good wrestler, like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not going to keep on sucking his dick, like, you know what I mean? But, moving on. Oh, there was a part in the match as well where the lights go dim, where John Silver jumps off the apron.
Yeah.
Oh, the lights go blue, and it was like, oh, what's happening here? Oh, nothing. Yeah, cool.
Nothing's.
We just made a fuck up. But, yeah, good match. One moment for me.
Match up 3.
3. Wow-wee. Wow-wee indeed.
I do feel though, since Hangman lost his title, they really don't know what to do with him.
Who? Hangman. I think he's floating around well, mate. It's obviously gearing up for him to join BT.
What?
What?
He's floating around, yeah, but He's not proving wrong one.
I don't know. I disagree. I disagree, man. Like I think it is. I think it is gearing. I know. Well, you're wrong as well when you look in the mirror every morning. But we are literally looking at Hangman and the Bucks joining forces again. Kenny Omega coming back. It being the Elite versus Adam Cole and the Fish people, Fish and O'Reilly. And I think it's gearing up for that, mate.
Well, that is the plan. No, that was the original plan.
Well, yeah, it's like it's starting to pan out.
Back and they're all injured.
Say again.
Kenny's about to come back and everyone else is injured.
Well, Adam Cole's injured, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck it, we don't need him anyway. He's crap. What was I going to say? Yeah, they have been alluding to it on BTE. So yeah, it is coming up. Next up, we had a promo. Daniel Garcia, Yuta Wheeler, car accident brought up. ROH Pure Championship promo. Pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I like Wheeler Yuta. I like Daniel Garcia. Two wrestlers. Well, Wheeler when he first came in, I wasn't too keen. There was something I didn't like about him, like, and I think it was just maybe nerves on his behalf, like, do you know what I mean? That he didn't look quite fluid, but he's come a long way. And I gotta be fair, Wheeler Wheeler is incredible.
Yeah.
And Garcia, I said from the moment he came into it, fair play, this kid's awesome. I thought he was autistic though. And I liked one thing that he was doing before, which he doesn't do now, and I wanna make note of it, just in case some fucker is watching. He's like, is he used to like stop every now and again and look as though he was like counting his spots, like, oh, gotta go there, gotta do that, and then he got back into it.
Yeah.
It looked like he goes into a bit of a trance, like when he's like, it's an unusual kind of taunt sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Quite liked it. I quite like that edginess of him. He seems to have dropped that a little bit now. He just seems to be a bit more vocal rather than animated in his personality movements, like so.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice promo. Wakey wakey. I wasn't sure if you've fallen asleep, bro. Next up, we had an in-ring promo from Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, right. I'm best because the fans support me. This is my wherever he's from impersonation, by the way. Oh yeah, that was it. That's all I wrote.
Yeah.
Gresham, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to take your title. I'll be back. So yeah. Then we had another promo. Do you want to do Amador's? Or are you still doing stuff?
I'm sleeping there.
Okie dokie. Wardlow, I will beat the shit out of everyone.
Yeah.
Moving on. I welcome everyone to see where they stand with Wardlow. That was a good promo though by Wardlow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll give it to Wardlow and AEW. They're doing it well.
Yeah.
They're building it well, fair play.
With ROH actually now being on the map a little bit more, there's been a bit more talk of Brian Cage and why he wasn't used on TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's it's pretty good, man. Nice little backstory to why he's been like kind of abused off TV. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's not new to.
No, it's like stories in the news and that.
Oh, no.
So, but anyway, let's move on. You'll go. Or shall I do this? Are you doing something still?
I didn't even know you the first one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright then. Well, I'll do this one. Next up, we had Moriarty and Dante Martin versus each other. Sounded like it was going to be a tag. It's not a tag. Yeah, Matt Sydal was in Moriarty's corner in this match-ish, but he's also a mentor to Dante, the inhuman jumping monkey. And I don't mean monkey in a racist way. He just monkeys can like jump high and like long and yeah, whatever. Match chain wrestling back and forth early on, pretty evenly. Match between both of them. Dante Standing drop kick looked wicked. Well, not standing, but it kind of was. He sprung off the ropes just to get a bit of forward momentum, but then he jumped to the moon. Looked wicked. Nice suplex with a bridge by Lee Moriarty. Stokely then comes out. Dante, nice evade over the corner. Moriarty goes for the kick, and Dante like kind of cartwheels over the corner. It's almost like he put one hand down. Huh?
It's like a freestyle lift meat like over there, I think.
It almost made it looked like he just cartwheeled over the corner, like without actually touching the corner. It was like he put one hand down on the apron, put the other hand down on the apron, because his arms are fucking long, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're not that long, obviously, like, do you know what I mean? But it did look like a look cool. Nice crossface by Lee, which Dante gets the rope break. Half Nelson swinging slam thing by Dante looked wicked. The crowd reacted well to it as well. Moriarty counters the roll up by Dante into another roll up and then uses a rope to finish the match. Dodgy motherfucker. I went Dante man of the match, and I had 2 moments.
I have get my daughter and I should get one.
Excellent. You can do it in a minute. After the match, Seidel says, I thought you were better than that. Now I'm going to fight you next week in Rampage. And it's going to be the teacher fights the student, and the student's not ready.
1 moment. Moriarty, man.
Alrighty. Yeah, shitty promo by Seidel. What's that?
You can go for?
Dante. Should have said the other one.
Yeah, Seidel will go piece of the wrestling. It's not really given.
Yeah.
Not great Seidel. I think in-ring work, he's fucking awesome.
Used to be, but now he just haven't kind of got. There's nothing like to follow him on. Like, I mean, like he haven't got any personality.
As I said, in-ring work is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, but even so, mate, even in ring work, you've got to have a bit of personality. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and he hasn't, like, even in the ring, mate, he can do moves well, but it feels like he doesn't story tell. Like, I don't know, mate. I don't know what it is about him, like, because he used to be incredible.
Yeah.
You know. So I don't know. Let's move on.
The next step we had.
Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb, Martinez, ROH High Pro.
Anything of interest in it? Because when I watched it just before doing a blog, I kind of skipped little bits and pieces.
Nothing really. It's typical. I'm the best. No, I'm the best. See the big views like that.
Oh, so it's basically Aussie Man reviews. Nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Then we had Rick Baker and Jimmy Miller with the
Sky Blue.
and Ashley Benoit. Now, I didn't know this until commentary pointed out, but Jamie Miller and Rick Baker at this point have never won a tag team match.
Yeah. But how many matches have they actually wrestled together? That's the question. Because early on it was Rebel and here. You know, and Britain, Rebel, Reba, Rebe.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Nice first kick by Britt. Britt twisting neck breaker off the apron to the outside. Beast on.
Yeah.
Beastie backbreaker by Hater, as always. Got one on one, which is Beast.
Oh, the chokeslam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Britt top rope. Underhook suplex, which is no point in going to the top rope for.
I'm glad you said that, because I was just going to say, well, was it a top rope? Or was it a... No, that's too high. No, that's still too high. I'll just do it from here.
Yeah, she did. She did before. I don't get it. Like, why would you do it?
Yeah.
It's like running around the ring doing 5 handstands before hitting the DDT.
Mm-hmm.
Like, DDT is effective as DDT. can't stand to buckle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Anyway, running elbow, sorry, sticky thing, running elbow to the back of the head, fighting, running hit and win, I on the front man.
Lockjaw, end of the man of the match. I went with blue, man of the match. I will say one thing, I wrote it in big capital letters, too many fucking elbow hammer blows. Everybody's doing them now. It was Daniel Bryan, first of all, Bryan Danielson, giving it all bang, 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 bang. Do you know what I mean? Like, it looked unique, them Mox, and every, like, all the Combat Club have now just, like, poisoned the whole of wrestling, like, and everyone's doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, you know what I mean, mate? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, super kick, super kick, super kick, super kick. Do you know what I mean? Like, there were so many things that we've actually said on this blog, oh, too much of this now and too much of that, and it has stopped, like, or certainly we've stopped noticing it. Do you know what I mean? But certain things are just like, oh, come on, like the Canadian Destroyer, not every fucking match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it feels like now every wrestler is doing those hammer elbow shots. Do you know what I mean? You're getting a bit fed up of it, like. So, moving on. Yeah, Sky Blue man of the match for me. I like Sky Blue. I think she's got a massive potential in the future, mate.
I do too, I just don't think the AEW are going to use it, unfortunately.
I disagree. I think she will be signed up to a reasonably good contract for a nice amount of time, and they're just going to let her build, mate, like they have with Anna Jay. But mate, Sky Blue has got something real good about her. Like, she looks hot. Yeah, well, she looks hot. You know, she can look older and she can look cute and innocent. That's two things that you want in a babyface and a heel. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
She got pretty good movement. She's a pretty decent wrestler. She got a good moveset, you know, and she's not half bad on the mic. It's like she can progress in all areas. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I like Sky Blue. So Sky Blue man of the match for me. 0 moments.
And I have.
It's an okay match though. It's an okay match. Next up, we had a promo from Ariel Daivari. Will make his debut soon.
Not his debut at all, is it? He's wrestled on Dark and Elevation a shitload.
Yeah, and then he wrestled on Dark and Elevation this week, after this promo.
I know, it's like...
With Slim J.
Yeah, I don't get... When you do a promo like that, it's like kind of rebirthing the character, if anything.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like anything crash happened. It was like, no, remember me? I'm a Barb, I do the same game as I did.
Did you watch Dark? Did you watch Dark?
Yeah.
With Parker Bordeaux?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I haven't seen that far. No, I was asleep. I fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. Well, the group is now officially started. Ariel Daivari, Slim J, and Parker Bordeaux. The next Brock.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say Lesnar.
Yeah, said Brock.
Oh. Don't be promoting that shit on our thing. Have you noticed we haven't said fuck Vince once? Do you know why? Because we don't need to. Big up Triple H. Come on, get it going. Right then. Next up, we had a rap battle. Rap battle. I'm a lyrical miracle, fuck a cynical criminal. And it was between Austin Gunn and Max Castle of the Acclaimed. And Little Scrappy.
Little Scrappy.
As a judge. Mate, stop putting me on the spot, dude. I don't fucking know either. Austin says in his first bar, I haven't written it word for word because I couldn't be bothered doing that for my own stuff when I rapped myself. Says that he dated Stat, he knows why that went wrong. Sesame Daddy-o. So yeah. Basically he says, yo, you dated Stat, what went wrong? You're bonking the sausage. Then Max does his bar and he says about Austin doing rap appropriation. Being a white guy and rapping, stealing the culture. and he says something else as well. Austin then, I think, does a freestyle. I'm not sure. It felt a bit freestyley. Felt a bit off the top of the dome. John Cena wants his gimmick back, which is a bit freestyley. Felt like the whole thing felt a bit freestyley. Then Max Caster comes back with a boldness bar, and then talks about the reality TV program that nobody watched. I watched it. It was awesome. And he says something else about his dad or whatever. And then Austin Gunn chokes. He did a me in my last battle when I had too much to drink, but I didn't make those whiny little girly noises. The Acclaimed win. That's what the Acclaimed rapper Little Scrappy said. Then fighting goes on. Billy throws a guy out of the ring, and when he does, he slams his back on the apron, which was very Shawn Michaels-esque. Then a bin to Max Caster by Austin. End of segment. It's good though, man. Entertaining. I found it very good.
Yeah.
I think it felt a bit like crappy towards a point where it was like, hold on a minute guys, man, are you actually freestyling this? Because if you are, this is lame. But then Max Caster did come out with that like beastly rhyme, man, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Caster's good, like, great Caster.
he is good, man. You're a good baz. Austin's pretty good as well, mate. His album's not that bad. It's like it's a bit like, dude, you don't live half of that shit, like, do you know what I mean? You know, you don't live half of that shit, like make it into a story, like, maybe, huh?
You're Mr. Ass's son, like, you live in the streets, bro.
Yeah. Like, make stories of things you see, but don't be trying to like portray that that's how you live. Do you know what I mean? Like, so. But yeah, anyway, over to you, because it's time for the main event. There was a picture-in-picture, but it was shit.
They're all shit. They're all shit.
No, they're not. 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 No, they're not.
4 hour match that have been good. About 4 out of 100 have been good.
There hasn't been 100 of those.
Good. The other 96 you have to get through to get to that win.
We'll put it on. We'll put it on percentage. 90% of them are shit. 10% of them are pretty decent.
Yeah.
But usually 0 of them are important.
Exactly. And it's time for the main event of Rampage Disney.
Ning.
Which was CD versus Jay Evil.
Christopher Daniels.
Sticking up for Samoa Joe's honour. Samoa Joe needs to be split up for.
I know. Since I was like, Samoa Joe can't just keep saying. Samoa Joe can't just keep saying like the same old thing in promos. Like, you haven't been on fucking TV. I'm sorry, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just my feeling.
You're banned from saying anything else.
Fucking, I love Samoa Joe, man. He's one of my favourite wrestlers. Like, do you know what I mean? I just don't want to see him. I just don't want to see people get bored of him with like the same old kind of aggressive substance promos. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to see him like sly up in someone's house, like break into their back door, like, do you know what I mean? Like, kick their door down, like, and be like, aha, I'm taking your cat. Do you know what I mean? Like, anything, like, do you know what I mean? But,
Anyway,
back to the match, though. Don't sidetrack me, bro.
Tope, she was actually a Tope of it afterwards.
Yeah. Second one was good. Christopher Daniels hitting the guardrail.
Never Tope pushing Stephen's skull into the guardrail.
That's the one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dante? Really?
Was he there?
What's the fuck?
Jay Martin.
That takes a cheap shot while the rest is distracted. Nice acrobatic kicks by Lethal. Bit of a weird binging catch. Knee driver by CD. So he jumped into his arms and like got caught like a baby.
Yeah.
Then fucking knee struck him out there. I thought it was quite cool. Like, it was weird, but it was cool.
I didn't notice that.
Big Bang, lethal combo, fast and fall, then lethal injection, lethal wins, lethal man of the match.
I remember Lethal Man of the match. Commentary called one of his moves the Bing Bong.
Big Bang.
No, they called it the Bing Bong.
Did they?
They absolutely called it the Bing Bong. And then one of them went, "Oh, he almost hit the lethal injection." It's like, no, he didn't. He hit him with the Bing Bong. Whatever the other real name is for the Bing Bong, he hit him with the Bing Bong. Lethal injection is what he's going to hit him in a minute, which is a springboard cutter. Or a spring back springboard cutter. Whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Flicky flacky cutter. But yeah, the Bing Bong, I like that. That's going to stay. If I can remember what move it is, it's going to be called the Bing Bong. Good match, but nothing really of note.
Yeah, I agree. I only had one moment.
I had one moment, which was you said it. I haven't got it written down. Oh, it was the guardrail bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels hitting the guardrail. Yeah, but it was a good match. Like not taking anything away from it. It really was a good match.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier when we were talking about Dynamite, Jay Lethal, Christopher Daniels, they've got that past. They've got history. They've wrestled before. Ultimately, it was a good match. Do you know what I mean? Like there was nothing out of place. Nobody fucked up. It was a really fluid match, but nothing really of note. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it was just a great wrestling match, and the crowd worked it well as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was.
People love seeing.
It's because he's an incredible wrestler. Like you can see that he's starting to slow down a bit now, and he got to protect himself. Obviously, like I mean, it's like fucking hell. I'm almost 40, mate, and I'm feeling like, oh shit, man, I can't crouch down like that anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, big ups to him.
Wrestling you when you can't bow.
Exactly.
You're gonna wake up and you're like, bro, I can't move.
Mate, it don't take anything now, mate. Literally, if I sleep awkward, mate, I wake up sometimes. I'm just like, I can't move my neck. You know what I mean? It's fucking awful. It's like I pretty much got pain in my neck all the time now, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like a lot of it I tolerate now because I need money. Do you know what I mean? Like, but before I wasn't. I was like, no, I'm gonna have to fucking take a bit of time off. But now I'm working through it. So, but big up to Christopher Daniels, mate, for still going as much as he does. But I think you can see him slowing down. But whatever Christopher Daniels has got to give, and I've always said this, I think Christopher Daniels is one of those. He's one of those guys that if you want to step up out of Elevation or Dark or from Rampage or make a movement up, you got to go through Christopher Daniels or Frankie Kazarian.
One of the boss levels, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, absolutely. Him and Frankie Kazarian, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they have been consistently probably some of the greatest champs for the start. I know they didn't have like massive runs or anything like that, like, do you know what I mean? But they've been the greatest put over guys, and they've always made everybody else look fucking amazing. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they've continued to do that throughout their wrestling careers.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, for me, Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, you got to step through those to be anybody.
There's a rumour, though, that Kaz is one of those amongst the last few members of his contract that are not going to resign.
Mate, that won't happen, I don't think. I don't think that's going to happen, because Kaz is one of their trainers.
Yeah, I know.
So...
But don't forget, they might terminate the wrestling contract.
Yeah, I know, you keep saying that, but hopefully not, mate. Hopefully not. But yeah, this was an okay show. Wasn't as good as Dynamite. Dynamite was sick.
Every Ring of Honor orientated for the pay-per-view coming up, it was very, even though it was an AEW show,
yeah,
a lot of honor.
Yeah. Good though. Good show. But yeah, I haven't got anything else.
It's the news and rumours now.
So now, time for the rumors of wrestling.
Which I have zero apart from the obvious one.
I have zero as well, so that will be short. Vince McMahon has resigned from wrestling. Yay! Thanks, Vince! Thanks, Vince! Hey, no more fuck Vince. Thanks, Vince!
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, so probably a bit of talk around this, mate, to be honest. Stephanie McMahon has taken the role of Vince McMahon in the corporate side of things. Triple H has taken the role of Vince McMahon in the creative side of things. Nick Khan, is it Nick Khan? Yeah. He's also a shared role with Stephanie McMahon. There's a dude who's going to be leaving. Brian Dunn, Nick Dunn, Carl Dunn, Dunn.
Something,
What?
something, yeah.
Yeah, apparently he's gonna be done with the no pun intended there. No pun for the done being done in the AEW. WWE even. Was there anything else surrounding it?
No, not really. One thing I will say though, like during Triple H would have brought like when I actually first started, even you enjoyed it. When I was like watching SmackDown, I said,
Yeah.
You were like, yeah, fair play, that.
I was
Triple
saying.
H is awesome, really, at what he does.
Well, I was saying to Helen the other day, if Triple H does have as what is the like last person to go to before the product goes on TV, the fact that he did do so good with NXT is a very, very worrying time for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But that's only if he delivers. You know, let's be fair. There's 3 shows for him to produce now.
Yeah, but I don't think Triple H will give a shit about SmackDown, right? I think SmackDown's going to be that emotional show.
Somebody's got to give a shit about SmackDown.
Oh yeah, Triple H will probably just do Raw and NXT and go someone else can do the other one. Okay. Give me some combination and Tony.
Well, I read something about Punk saying something somewhere, a couple of places, about basically, if people think that Vince McMahon has got nothing to do with wrestling anymore, you're all fucking stupid. All fucking stupid. And the example he used was when Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of wrestling and were like, I ain't fucking coming to work, blah, 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 blah. They were told off. It was like, oh, we're very disappointed in them. They shouldn't have done this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah? Is that right? Yeah. When Brock Lesnar did it, nobody said, fuck all, bro. And this is CM Punk's take on it. Like, it's like, well, what makes you think that anything's fucking different? That Vince hasn't got no control over nothing? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, at the end of the day, or maybe not so much that alluding to Vince McMahon having control over stuff still, but alluding to the fact of, well, it's still not a fair place to be, though, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're still treating people like shit. Because if they can reprimand Sasha Banks and Naomi, but they haven't said fuck all to Brock Lesnar, that's kind of, you know. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but
you know, I genuinely think that Vince McMahon will still have. Vince will still have an incredible amount of input, bro.
That's what I've always said, man. I don't truly believe he's retired until he's dead. Like, for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I genuinely think, like, even if he has retired, he's going to need that baby over Man United.
Yeah.
So he's going to walk in and people are going to be honest. Whether you answer to be or not.
Yeah, his legacy will last forever, but at the moment, it's right in the middle of being tarnished in quite a considerable way. So, you know, and I've always said Vince McMahon is a dodgy fucking dude.
I've always said that. Why do you think I was on the WCW bandwagon when they went on, Is that like the Jimmy Snuka thing alone, like that side of the ring, like 75% of it is about Vince being dirty.
Exactly. You know, and nothing's been done about it, mate. Loopholes and payments, mate. People like that, mate, shouldn't be getting away with what they're getting away with. They harbour too much money, do you know what I mean? And like, let's not deny it. Vince McMahon, with his money, has built an incredible product that he fucking ruined. But it's still got life in it. Do you know what I mean? It still has got life in it. But with that money, he's created something incredible. But ultimately, he's also abused his power, like all rich fucking people do. Because they think, oh, I won't get caught, I'll get away with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope he gets his fucking proper comeuppance. And Dawsy's frozen. Proper frozen. And now he's back.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, short end it is, bro. I'm linked hardwired in. I'm hardwired in, my bro.
I hope he gets his dues, but like I said, I've always been a Triple H fan, mate, and I think he's gonna smash it. I really do.
I think he's gonna smash it. I don't think Triple H will be as naive as Vince McMahon just to have his own brain putting the product out. I don't think he'll do that. Do
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like I don't think Vince needed to do that.
But Vince didn't need them. Vince just became an arrogant, old man which got to bang people like Trish Stratus and stuff.
Yeah.
He got arrogant.
Yeah, exactly. That's just hearsay, by the way.
Triple H is not that type of guy. It's like whenever you see those the documentaries, it's like the reason they put Triple H with Shawn was not just because they were better mates, it's because Triple H is like clean the CM Punk-esque guy. He was a designated driver and he was off the road. He was a drinker.
Mm.
He's the more type of guy that looks after you. Like you're Triple H for me.
Yeah.
Like when we go out, if anyone's looking after anyone, it'll be you watching over me. Like
Yeah.
I'm the brain, because you're right around them.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else linked to that now. We've said about Stephanie's role,
No.
Triple H's role, and
Watch the Ring of Honor pay-per-view or any of the highlights or anything?
I started watching it. I didn't get all the way through it. I know the results of stuff. It was on YouTube. The whole show was on YouTube. I didn't.
Ultra?
Yeah, it was like obviously someone had hacked the live feed. Like it's probably gone now. But yeah, have a look. It might be there still. Just type in ROH, whatever it was, Ring of Dishonor, Dishonor of Honor. They have some stupid long names, and then YouTube it. That's what I did. I couldn't. I'll buy all AEW all day long because this is all about AEW. ROH. I like the sound of it. I wanna, I do want to follow it, but I'm not going to be pumping my money into that as well. So.
You've been in the last match, right?
What?
The Ric Flair's last match, like the card for that and everything.
I don't know the card of it. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Not all of it, but not off the top of the head, right? I can remember it's a real good card. I think it's got a real good match on it, like Killer Cross versus Brian Cage or something like that.
Okay.
No, Killer Cruz is on it, but I can't remember. It's Brian Cage or someone. Where you're like, oh, actually, that's a tasty match, actually.
Yeah.
Phoenix is on it. Laredo Kid is on it. The Briscoes are on. It's a hefty card, man.
It's a bit of a crappy last match, isn't it, really?
Well, it's a good hunt. I like the way they've done it. If you look on YouTube, it's a real good hype, actually.
Yeah.
It's starts off in the press conference and all that, and it's backstage, and it's a real good hype video and all that. And obviously, with Jeff doing, and Jeff doing a vlog with Conrad Thompson.
Yeah.
And Conrad Thompson is obviously related to Ric Flair as well. They continue the hype on that as well, like.
Yeah. Have you watched the Chris Van Blue with Ric Flair?
No.
I dropped yesterday. I haven't watched it myself. It's only about 38 minutes. I'm not really interested in Ric Flair. That's it. I haven't got no other news. I have read other bits, but I can't think of them right now.
No, I don't think either, to be honest.
So, and obviously, where you haven't turned the lights on halfway through, you are now just a hazy blaze on the TV, bear. So that's where we're gonna end it. New background towel by there, courtesy of Dorsey, the man in the TV. Thank you for liking, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for anybody that has helped us do this blog. Please like, subscribe and share to any wrestling fans that you might know. I know we're a little bit rough around the edges, but that's what it's supposed to be, and that's what AEW is. And people keep going on about, oh, they're not as professional as this and that. They're not supposed to be. It's supposed to be gritty. It's wrestling, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like go to the Coliseum, right, get in there with some tigers. Make it look real. Make it look professional. No, I'm just going to not get eaten by fucking tigers. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, rough around the edges. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and all that jazz. Check out the other videos we have got online. Check them out, Doors. Tell them. Zoom yourself into the middle. Get yourself close, bro. Get yourself close.
Backstage fan.
Like lean forward. Lean forward, bro. Like lean forward, because I can't fucking see you, because you're just a blur.
Empaths, Season 1. And we've got Season 2 up to the first 4 episodes, and I'm still waiting for Big C to upload episode 5, which he promised 2 weeks ago.
We will do it now after this.
And if any other stuff, obviously check out the actual show, Pure Wrestling from Death Belong.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's all about.
And basically this... Sorry, go on. Oh, basically now this is like a 3-year-old catalogue of our opinion on what we believe of AEW. Like, and to be fair, I think it's been good. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, not many people watch, but that's all right. Do you know what I mean? It's not the end of the day, but we can go back and be like, fucking, let's have a check out this one or whatever. Like, you know, when we're old and more grey. What? I am already there. But anyway, catch you next week. I have been Bigsy, this dark character in the screen. It's Dozy. And we will catch you the next week for... Is it Fight for the Fallen next time, innit? Fight for the Fallen next one.